Hey everybody, welcome back to the eBay shop. My name's Corey.
I'm Teresa.
And we are Grams and Pops Vintage, and today's probably going to be a little bit of a long video. We got a lot of stuff to cover, all about our trip down to Nebraska.
Yes.
So we're going to talk about the highway sale, the sales we went to after. We're going to talk a little bit about the meetup we had while we were there. It's just kind of a informal get-together. And we're going to show you a few of the things we bought. We did just unload the car this morning.
We did.
So
we were lazy Saturday and Sunday.
Oh, we weren't lazy. I mowed and you cleaned, so.
I did.
And then we had company. So we just now got a chance to unload the car. So that's what we're going to cover today. But as usual, we do have stuff that has to be packed up and shipped out. Not today because it's Labor Day, but tomorrow. So we're going to get a jump on it and get it packed up today. So what's the first one of those?
We sold a book. It is a homeschool. I would say it's a homeschool book, but it is Mad Minute, A Race to Mastering Number Facts Workbook, grades 1 through 8.
Yep, and it looks like it's just math questions.
It's like the timed math things that we used to have to do in elementary school. Do you remember those?
Yep.
Yeah, I think that's what it is.
It's a whole book full of math questions, and it hasn't been completed or anything. So what'd that sell for?
So that one sold for $24.99. It came out of a box that I bought on Marketplace that I went and picked up for $30. Okay, the next item that sold, I bought. I think I paid like $2 for it. It is a Littlest Pet Shop. Putting on the Glam pack, Pepper Clark and JoJo Chestnut.
Oh, that's that guy right there. So new in box. Mm-hmm. Littlest Pet Shop pack. And what is this Littlest Pet Shop putting on the Glam sell for?
$22.99.
There you go.
It used to be on the backdrop.
All right, welcome back to another sticker feature. Let's go see who we got this week.
Let's go.
What you got there?
Ooh, what's on that? Oh, you didn't put that up very well.
Oh,
There's
it's
a
not
bubble.
sticking very well. Okay, so we got Full-Time Flippers Podcast. That's Chad and Dennis on a new struggling reselling podcast. I believe they're already on episode 27. So
I'm going to admit, I can't tell
Teresa's
you
not
because
a
I don't watch
podcast
it.
watcher, really. She doesn't even watch my podcast, so.
Sometimes, when you're on your lives.
Every once in a great while. So.
I watch them when you watch them.
But they're doing pretty good over there. And it is kind of a fun podcast. So go say hi to Chad and Dennis and tell them Grams and Pops sent you. All right. So first topic for today was the bargains for you at 92. I think I'm finally getting it right now that
Bargains
it's over.
for you on 92.
On 92. So maybe I'm not getting it right. Highway sale that ran basically
between Omaha and Lincoln.
Yeah, between Omaha and Lincoln and a bunch of small towns, and we kind of hopped around. We put on a lot of miles that day.
We did. So it ended up being, those of us that were in the vehicle was Corey, me, Alicia Inked Picker, and Steve from Happy Heart Treasures. Donna bailed on us. Like, come on. No, I'm just kidding. She had to go She had to go take care of her grand puppy that had been in the vet clinic, and so she had to take care of them. But we had a blast. There were just 4 of us in the vehicle. Pretty sure we filled the back of the van.
We filled the whole back of the van up pretty good. I mean, we bought a lot of stuff that day. We put it on a lot of miles. We ended up stopping early, like probably around 3 o'clock.
Yep, it was 3 o'clock, I think. Somewhere between 3 and 3:30.
It was so hot that day. Like the sun hurt. It was so hot.
Well, we weren't going to stop.
We weren't going to stop, but we actually had a storm blow in on us.
We did. We got rained on, like downpouring. For those of you who don't know what downpouring is, it's when rain comes down so fast and
Somebody
so hard.
asked that on our last video.
I know, that's why I explained.
Yeah, it's just heavy rain. I didn't think that was a regional thing, but it might be. I don't know.
Maybe it is.
So we did get rained out. We went to 2 or 3 sales after it started raining, and then we just kind of made our way home.
Yep.
I think if we would have saw any we were close to, we probably still would have stopped, but most of them started pulling stuff inside.
They did. So we got back to Steve and Donna's house, and they gave us a tour of their shop, their garage, and their basement, which is where they do all of their eBay stuff.
I got to pack in Steve and Donna's shop, that was kind of fun. I got to pack a couple breakable statues, and fingers crossed, I would feel horrible if the thing I packed broke on the way there. So I think I packed it well enough. We'll see. Fingers crossed. If they get a return on that because it's broken,
you better get to working because you got to pay them.
I guess I'm going to have to go wash dishes at Donna's house or something.
But yeah, so we did that. What else did we do?
We went out to eat that night.
We did. Where did we go eat that night?
I don't remember. I remember the second night.
Laszlo's?
Laszlo's?
I don't know what it is. It was some restaurant.
Some restaurants, very informative.
Was that
I
the
think
one
it
that
was
I had
Laszlo's.
the? Oh, I had the burger there.
I don't remember what I. Completely unimportant.
It is,
But
but
we did get to go sit down and eat. It was a nice place, and I mean we all had a good dinner. We got to sit and just chat and make plans for the next day. And the
Yep.
next day we were not doing the highway sale. We were just gonna go to garage sales around the local area. So we'll talk about that a little bit.
but I was a bully at supper.
You were a bully at
I
supper?
was a bully at supper. So
Just at supper?
yes, Alicia Inked Picker, her husband Connor, he was supposed to work on Friday,
Oh.
but I
yeah.
bullied him into it and said, "Oh, come on, you can call in sick. It's not that big of a deal to call in sick."
If anyone from Connor's work is watching this, just ignore this part where we just told on him for playing hooky because
I did.
unlike us, he has a real job and you're trying to get him fired.
It's okay, but yeah. So I bullied Connor, and we'll talk more about that about when we talk about our Lincoln sales. But
Yeah. Let's look at the next thing that's sold.
okay, so the next thing we sold is an Olympus Pearl Quarter micro cassette video. Oh, I can't.
Not
read.
video.
Micro cassette voice recorder, and it comes with a whole bunch of tapes.
Yep. We got these at two different times. The tapes we had from another lot. Mm-hmm. And then we had this little micro recorder and it tested and worked fine. And we have some loose tapes that we were able to actually put in it. So we just bundled it up.
Yep.
And
Where'd you get your tape recorder at?
I don't remember.
I do. You
Was
got
that
three
at
of them
an estate sale?
at the estate sale.
Okay.
But-
And we paid up a little bit for them, but they all sold
did.
for decent money.
Yep,
so.
we sold. This will be the third one, and we sold it.
That was the estate sale. They wouldn't bargain with me.
Correct. We did get a question about it before it sold on whether the battery compartment was corroded, but there was none in it.
They were super clean.
Yep. So this one sold for $38.99 plus shipping.
Yep. Easy peasy. And the next one we sold Commonwealth.
We did. We sold Commonwealth. So this is a rare vintage 1992 Commonwealth plush stuffed Lobo wolf. He is 16 inches.
And he is, it's Commonwealth branded.
Commonwealth
so
brand, not Commonwealth.
apparently he has more than just the Animan plush. So
We have
one right
had
there.
him for a while. I don't
We got
even know
him.
where he came from.
We got him a long time ago.
We have. And so we had him listed up there. I think he was listed, I don't even remember what the original price was, but he finally sold. Somebody sent us an offer, and I accepted an offer for $50 plus shipping on him.
$50 plus shipping. That's crazy.
And he's so soft.
All right, so the Lincoln sales. The day after the highway sale, after it rained, we had a really nice day. It stayed like in the 70s.
Yep, it was
It
nice.
was gorgeous all day.
It was
so-
cold enough I almost had to put a sweatshirt on, but
In
I
the
didn't
morning,
bring
yeah.
one with me.
Nope. She did buy one, but it was full of dog hair, so she
Yep.
didn't wear it.
Yep.
But we just went to sales around the Lincoln, Nebraska area. We
Yep.
just kind of hit what was in town. And it was a Saturday morning, I believe.
No, it was Friday.
Was it a Friday morning?
was
Oh, that's
Friday.
right, because the highway sale we did on Thursday.
Yep.
So,
So we bullied, I'll say it again, I bullied Connor, Inked Picker's husband, to come garage sailing. So we took two vehicles that morning.
yep.
Corey rode with Donna and Steve, and I rode with Alicia and Connor. And we just played follow the leader to garage sales.
Yep. Yeah, and we did really good that day too. We hit quite a few sales.
Mm-hmm.
Like it was so different for us. Like Lincoln had some really good sales compared to what we're
are.
used to. So we filled a car, but we were picking with two other teams of pickers.
Yep.
So everybody was really kind of letting everybody get their stuff. I bought a bunch of books, which nobody else was really looking at. And then we came to one garage sale in particular that had stuff that all of us pretty
Yep.
much buy. And we just divided and conquered.
Yep. So we went to a sale it was an estate sale. I mean, it was a kind of an estate sale.
It was a house clean out sale.
Yeah, so the lady that was doing the sale was the niece of a lady that died, and then it was her uncle that was still living, and they were trying to get rid of stuff to raise money for him to continue living where he lives. But they just took boxes
Yep.
and created boxes and put prices on boxes. And so this whole driveway.
Their whole yard, like their whole front yard was
Yep.
just covered in cardboard boxes.
Yep.
And inside was primarily just just
Halloween.
holiday.
Or yeah, that's what I meant.
Halloween,
Holiday.
Christmas, Easter, Thanksgiving, you name it, it was in there. We tend to avoid Thanksgiving and Easter because they don't sell well.
Mm-hmm.
But Halloween and Christmas, we loaded up on all kinds of jemmies and different different decorations. I mean, we got all kinds of stuff. We'll show you some of that here coming up. But that sale, I think, we ended up loading up Steve and Donna's van.
We loaded the van so full that I had a box on my lap. I was surrounded in the van. I think we have a picture. You'll have to put that picture up there.
We might have a picture of it. If I have it, I'll put it up here.
I was in the way far back seat because it was a minivan, and so there were 6 seats, but we only had 5 out. I was in the way far back. I had a box on top of me with boxes all around me that I was worried were going to fall. Alicia was in one of the middle rows, and she had a box on her lap.
Yeah, we were full.
were packed.
We actually stopped buying.
Yep.
Because we didn't think we were going to get it all in a van. And later that afternoon, Teresa and I hopped in with Alicia. And by this point, Connor had went back to work to get half a day in.
Yep.
And we went to Alicia's house and we took her car and we went back to the sale and we filled her whole trunk.
And part of the back seat.
And a box or two in the back seat.
Yep.
So we did really good at that sale. And I think the following day, Steve and Donna might have went back to it.
Sunday they went back.
And filled the van still. So there was just so much. And they were still bringing stuff out the whole time we were there.
Yeah, and somebody had peeked in the house or had started talking about it, how they had a whole bunch of like glass and vases and stuff like that. Alicia really likes to sell that stuff. And so she was interested, but they weren't ready to start selling that stuff.
Yeah, I think they were still sorting at that point. So
I even saw Steve send us a message saying that he bought a box of books without even looking at it.
Yeah, I might have converted somebody to a bookseller,
I
which
don't
is
think
really
so.
bad because I wouldn't recommend it at this point. We're not doing great with the book sales. We're doing good at buying books. But just today, I got the notification from Amazon that the first shipment of books I sent in listed. So they're active as of like an hour ago.
Yep, but that was like 2.5 weeks ago that we sent them in.
Yeah, so we're not technically book sellers yet. We're just book buyers.
We're book collectors because we have a shelf over there that holds like our
commons lots and
our commons lots and my bags for taking stuff to the post office and stuff. But the whole bottom shelf has a box and a whole bunch of stacks of books in it that he's gated and can't sell yet.
Yeah, so they're good books. They will sell on Amazon. We're just currently gated in all of those books and we can't sell them. So hopefully now that my books are listed, we'll get some sold and we'll start getting ungated. I don't know that. That's what I'm hoping. If I never get ungated, I just got a lot of books to try and get rid of.
Donation, because you ain't paid much more than $2 for anything.
Yeah, mostly $1 and under. A lot of them were 25 cents. And then usually about $1 a book is what probably averages. So, all right. What's the next thing?
But we went to supper Thursday night
we did.
too.
We went to a place called Toast.
Night. Yeah, we went to a place called Toast.
Yep.
That was really good. You had that pasta.
I had baked mac and cheese with chicken on it.
Yep.
And it was really good.
It was like queso cheese.
The cheese was like a queso. And when we went back to the hotel that night, like I died. I ate so much. I went to bed and didn't even think of waking up until 6 o'clock the next morning. Like I was in a coma for...
I had a burger there too.
Did you?
I did.
You're just a burger kind of lady, I guess.
I guess.
You basic.
But yeah, their food was super good. And then was that when we walked over? I think it was when we walked over and got ice cream. Or was that the first night?
It would have the first night because I could have never ate ice cream that second night.
Yeah, so we went to a place, I don't even remember what it's called.
No, I had... What did I have?
Like you had the key lime.
I had the key lime pie ice cream.
In a dish.
In a dish.
Yep. I was more basic than that, and I had strawberry in a waffle cone. The waffle cones were amazing.
I don't know. I didn't eat my dish, so.
Sorry.
All right. So now let's look at what sold next.
We sold Department 56. I have not seen a whole lot of these.
Not a typical Department 56.
No, but do you remember? I remember the sale I bought this at.
Yep.
So we bought it at a place that was selling all of their stuff because they were moving from a bigger house into a littler house that was right next door. But this is a Department 56 Disney Village mini diner with the lights and the box, and it works.
Yep. And they had so much Mickey and Minnie stuff. Like, it was crazy. Their whole house was full of it.
We got jackets.
Got 2 big, like, bomber-style leather jackets that are Disney Mickey.
And I'm still holding on to them.
Yep. And those were pretty expensive jackets. We paid up for them, too.
I think we did. I think we paid 40 or 50 bucks each.
I think 40 a piece.
And we got 3.
'em.
Because we got 2 identical ones that are different sizes.
Oh, that's right.
And then a different one.
Yep. So if you're in the market for a Disney jacket,
Yeah, they're super cool.
you
But
got them.
this lady had told me that she had more Department 56 stuff. So I went down and looked at it and I threw her an offer. And she was like, yeah, no, I think I'll just hold on to it for a little while longer. But that thing sold. I paid $7 for it. $7. It sold for $145.
Yeah, so we
Plus
did good
shipping.
on that. So not all Disney stuff is like we've not had a ton of luck with Disney stuff in the past. It doesn't typically do that well, but I think Department 56 Disney might be an exception. That one certainly did well.
Do you remember the other Disney things that we're holding on to that were in our first storage unit? Remember those 2 little porcelain Mickey and Minnie things that are sitting back on the shelf back
Oh
there?
God, yeah, they'll never sell.
I might have to just lower the price a whole lot. Okay, the next thing we sold, Corey laughed at me for getting this.
I mean,
It's a little bizarre. So we were at a garage sale and they had 25 cents on this candle. It is a Paths of the Spirit Tarot Strength with a pendant tall candle.
so what's the deal? Are you gonna like raise the dead or get stronger if you burn that?
I don't know.
Like how's that work?
I didn't read it.
Or you'll raise someone from the dead that is really strong? I don't know how this works.
I don't know. I mean, it probably says on the side.
I don't have my glasses on. It says do not light, the devil comes. I don't know. Tarot candles. But it is just strange enough that
And
it
it
is
sold
something to look
quick.
at.
Like it was only on for a few days and then it sold. So it is, I paid 25 cents for it and we sold it for $14.99.
$14. Be careful out there.
Okay. The next thing we're going to talk about was super fun. Like
It
we
was.
were serious. So to be honest, we were worried.
We were a little, all the way up until the meetup when we actually put together a little meet and greet thing where we just said anybody who wants to show up. You've heard about it in the last 2-3 videos.
Last 8 videos.
And we just met up at Pizza Ranch. We booked the back room and that was that. And we made a little Facebook group for everybody to join that wanted to show up and all that stuff. But it was just kind of crickets. We never heard anything from
No,
many
there were
people.
a few people that said that they were coming, a few people that were local to Lincoln, and then we had like LaDonna, Bayou Belventiques, I always get that messed up, that confirmed 100% that she was coming and that she was bringing her husband. But we didn't know how many people were going to come. We had the back room that could fit 25 to 50 people.
And and I call BS. It would have never got 50 people.
There was a corrugated thing behind you
they
where you
had
were
to open
sitting.
the
So
two
yeah,
rooms
they would
up.
have had to open another room. But
When we walked into the Pizza Ranch, even in the parking lot, walking in and checking in with the Pizza Ranch people, we were like the first ones there, I think, or second
no,
ones there.
because remember
The
Mandy
Flippin' Brit
and
was in front
the
of us.
Flippin' Brit was in front of
Yep.
us, Mandy and Mike. And so they were the only ones that were in there.
We weren't sure we were going to have anybody to eat with other than the people we were shopping with that day, which would have been perfectly fine by us.
Yeah.
Like I said, it was just kind of an informal, if you're in the area, come by. But we ended up having like 20 people show up.
With all of us, and we did have a tot there, a little girl.
Oh,
Her
that's
name
right.
was Faye. She was there with all of us. There were 20 of us. But when you got all 20 of us in that room, it got loud.
It did get loud, and everybody kind of introduced themselves, and then we just kind of ate and talked. And
Yep.
I don't think any of us were really ready to leave by the time we only had the room for a certain amount of time, so we had to clear out. And I know we cleared out like 15 minutes late.
Did we really? I didn't know we had
were
a set
late.
time.
We were late leaving. Yeah, we did.
I didn't know we had a set time.
And I don't think any of us really wanted to leave. We did get one of the Pizza Ranch ladies to take a photo of us as a group, which
we
was pretty
tipped her.
fun.
We tipped her pretty good for
Yep.
for that.
Yeah. So that was a lot of fun. I mean, I love getting together with other resellers and just hearing their stories. Mm-hmm. So we had a blast there.
We did. So I'm gonna give some shout outs quick.
You do it.
Okay, I got to pull up my thing because we have a list of who was all there, and I'm not gonna try and do it from.
While you're doing that, the largest influencer at that place had 84,000 subs on YouTube. Can you believe
There's
it?
more than 84. I thought she had like a couple million. Or is that just views?
I think she had 84,000 subscribers.
Okay,
So that was cool. We had a celebrity there.
but
Oh, she's a celebrity there.
so I will tell you hers because she was she wasn't. So we had Steve and Donna, which are Happy Heart Treasures. They're on YouTube,
Instagram,
eBay. Are
Facebook,
they on Instagram?
eBay.
Okay.
Yeah, they're on Instagram.
And then we had Alicia and Connor, which was Inked Picker and Inked Picker's husband. Mandy and Mike, they are from up by Omaha, but she is called the Flippin' Brit on YouTube. She has one
They were
video.
fun. Yeah.
They met in the military, so she came back over here from the UK.
Yep.
But she has one video on her YouTube. And she has 84,000 subscribers and over 3 million views, I think.
Yeah. And it has nothing to do with reselling.
No.
So if you're thinking that, don't.
If you find it, go look at it, leave your comment. I'm not going to talk about it though.
Yeah, we're
I
not
did
gonna
watch
say
the
what
whole
it is,
video.
but
Okay, we had LaDonna and her husband come. She is Bayou Belle Antiques. She is super knowledgeable on glass.
Yep.
Like, we had a piece that somebody sent her while we were there, or we talked about, and then the next day she sent Alicia a message just saying, hey, this is what it is.
I think that was her daughter and granddaughter that were there
Yep.
as well.
So that was Skylar and Faye. Skylar has just 2 months ago, I think she said,
think so.
started reselling. She does blind toy bags. Who else do we have? We had Cheryl,
Shiny Squirrel.
Cheryl Shiny Squirrel, and her husband were there.
I think it was Steve. I think her husband was Steve. They were a fun group to talk
yes.
to. And I think everybody got to talk to everybody.
I think
which
so.
was kind of cool.
And then we had Angie and Ed. They are down by Steve and Donna, and Steve and Donna buy from them. They buy from Steve and Donna. And then we had Joy and Ryan. I had fun talking to Joy and Ryan.
Yeah.
So they are from over by Omaha. She sells part-time. She is Midwest Mama Resells. She was just super fun to talk to.
Yep. And I think they were just, I mean, she was just kind of selling
Stuff
the
around
stuff
their
around
house.
the house, the stuff she had. And that's kind of what got her into it, which is really cool.
Yep.
That's how a lot of us start. So all in all, I mean, it was a good event. The food was Pizza Ranch, so there was no surprises. We knew what we were getting.
Yep.
The food was decent, and the company was amazing. So we had a good time at that little get together. And the turnout was better than we had hoped.
Better than we thought it would.
especially walking in not knowing if we were just eating by ourselves.
Yep.
So it ended up being a really cool little informal reseller meetup.
It was. We did in the beginning make everybody go around kind of like in school, introduce yourself, tell us a little bit about yourself.
Thanks to Donna thinking ahead a little bit, we did have name tags.
I don't think I looked at anybody's name tag that whole time.
Oh, you know what? We got to do a drawing.
We do?
Yeah.
Why?
We're giving away, for the people that were there at the meetup, we're giving away a $25 gift card.
Whose idea was that?
Steve and I talked about it while we were there.
Oh, so you didn't have input from us women folk.
We didn't need it.
Be quiet, woman.
So we will do a drawing. We're going to announce it at the very end of this. One of you guys that was at that meetup is going to win a $25 gift card from Happy Heart Treasures and us at Grams and Pops. And I believe Steve and Donna are doing one as well. So there'll be 2 drawings. But that's it about the meetup for now. This is going to get to be a really long video.
It is.
We'll announce the winner at the end of this video here.
Okay. The next thing we sold, I was ecstatic when it actually sold. It was a Sony Handycam, and it was a huge bundle. Like, it has the camera, it has batteries, it has battery charger, it has a fancy battery charger thing that you plug in that will also run the camera while it's plugged in. It was a whole bundle.
Yeah. So your typical Handycam. We bought 2 of these from a lady.
Yep, in Sioux Falls on Marketplace.
Yep.
I only paid $10 for this one.
Yep.
And I had already sold one thing that covered, pretty sure, most of the buy, which was that other charger.
Yep. I think most of that buy was covered. So this one's basically free to us at this point, and that sold for what?
$276 plus shipping.
Yay, Handycams.
What did I have it listed at?
I don't know, but I know we took an offer.
We did. I had it listed at $324. So I only took $50 off, not even full $50 off of it.
They got a good deal, and we got a good sale.
We still be selling patches. We sold a vintage Chevy Super Service with the bow tie, embroidered, sew on patch.
Yep, got another one of these going out. It just wouldn't be a video of Grams and Pops lately without a few patches going out. So.
But that's one of the newer ones. Because I have 2 different lots of them. Ones that look like they've never been used and there's no damage to them. And then I have a bag that has ones that have a little bit of damage to them.
Looks like they've been sitting in a garage or something.
Yep.
So what's that sell for?
$12.99 free shipping, but shipping only costs 69 cents.
And we're way ahead on
Yeah.
those patches. We've
Yep.
done really good. We bought those off Shop Commons. It was one of the first things we bought.
I have another pack sitting back there I gotta go through. Now comes the fun part.
All right, we're gonna.
Field trip!
We bought a whole bunch of stuff. And we kind of talked about it a little bit. We're just gonna take the camera. We'll go show you a few of those. We're not gonna dig everything out.
Nope.
There's just too much here. But we'll show you a little bit of what we picked up.
Come on!
We just got piles everywhere
We
right
do.
now.
So this is only part of it. We do have another stack there of stuff
We've got
that...
all this stuff down here.
Yep. So the first thing that made me giggle, this came from that big box sale that was outside. I just sold one of these. It is,
We literally packed it
Mr.
up
Christmas.
right before we left to go down there.
yep. I haven't tested it yet, so I'm hoping it works. But everything else that we got from that sale works. So we got a Disney.
That one actually, the one we picked up, she was just touching. That one sold for $80. Literally a few days before we got down there.
It was. We have a Disney Tinkerbell Christmas tree that's new in the box.
You got a Barbie one of those in the house too.
I do, but I think it's going to go in the garbage because it's missing one of the feet. So it
dang
can't
it.
stand up. Jemmy.
Yep. Lots of Jemmy.
This one I'll tell you a little bit about just because it's there, but I Googled it, eBayed it. They're none listed or the last sold comps were $125 for this thing.
Yep. That was a good one.
This is not Jemmy, but it's super cool. We thought it was broke, but it's
No,
not.
it's not. It's just weird. When you pull
I think
the
it's
glass
missing
ball comes off. It
that
might be
thing.
missing something. The glass ball comes off and there's just a bare wire inside.
Yep.
But that's how it's made.
Yep. Did you make sure that was what was in there?
Yep.
Wii Sports. We did get some silverware,
There's a whole nother thing of silverware behind us too.
some loveys. He needs to go through the wash. This was on our way home that I stopped and grabbed. It's one of the instant cameras for the adventure books, the date adventure, whatever you want to call it.
I don't know what all that means, but I'll have to look that up.
Yes. This thing is super cool. I got to clean it. The batteries were corroded, but
I don't know if it works. If we can get it working, it is really cool. It's just like one of the old Jack in the Box.
yep. You can't see it, but here, I'll show it. In here is the store display launching vampire lurching. It's in there. I haven't set it up yet.
Bought a bunch of books.
What would be a garage sale without books? I did pick up a bunch of Barbies / Bratz /
Whatever that is.
Melissa and Doug figures.
Now that pile of books, that's the pile of books that I cannot list on Amazon right now because we're gated. The ones I can list, I've already put up on the shelf.
This, I walked past it. Actually, Corey said look that up, and I didn't pay attention to him, so I didn't.
Now we went back and grabbed that one. It's Fujifilm, so I wasn't expecting a lot, but it's kind of like the Polaroid style. It puts out the instant pictures.
I didn't. I think you looked it up, but I don't remember what it
Yeah,
came
and
out
it
to.
comps really, really well. I won't put a comp up here, but if you want to look it up, it's Fujifilm Instax 210,
Yep.
and it's in the box.
Couple of calculators. Some figures. I didn't look them up, but they were fairly cheap, so they're like Pirates of the Caribbean and stuff.
Yeah, I don't know what we'll use those for, if they're any good.
Whatever this thing was.
Oh, we bought something we didn't know what it is. And we still really don't know what it is, but I do think I found one on eBay for $40 in the sold comps and none listed, so I guess we don't have to know what it is. And she got piles of jeans.
I did. This is not all of my jeans, but
No.
all, this whole stack down here all came from one place. I had to giggle because I was bargaining on it. Sorry. That one lady told me $3, another lady told me $2, so I went with the lady that told me $2 to
Yep.
check out. A couple of Columbia jackets. What is that thing?
We don't know either.
It's I do. It's a volt and amp meter.
It's just a really old
Ignition
vintage one.
tune-up analyzer.
There you go. Just piles of Jemmy.
Piles and piles of Jemmy.
And we have put batteries in all these.
All of them work.
And there's some up there too.
Yep. Jemmy and Dillard's.
Yep. And then This actually does have a bunch of wigs in it. I think there's some other stuff in there too.
Some dolls. Ooh, I did buy one thing at Littlest Pet Shop.
So all kinds of,
Like creepy wigs.
yeah, they're wigs. And I did look up this top one. What's the brand on that?
I don't think it's that one. I think it's this one.
No, it was this one.
Oh. It is Raquel Welch.
Yep. And that one seemed to have some decent sales comps. So I don't think they're cheap wigs. Oh, don't put that on. Oh, yeah. That's you. You bet.
I'm going to wear it for the rest of the video.
No, you're not. You can do it alone.
One of the last things that I picked up on our way home at a garage sale in the town close to us was this Ed Hardy bracelet. Whoops. It has the original paperwork from the jeweler.
Looks like a dog chain. Ed Hardy stainless steel charm bracelet. Okay.
Did you see the price though?
No.
Value $200.
Ooh, I'll bet it's not.
I don't know. I didn't find that one. So, and then car radio, which I got for free.
Yep. And it's CB. And
CB.
we've got all kinds of stuff still over here. I bought some stuff for Commons lots. There's a whole bag of suit jackets we bought from Steve and Donna. We got a Woody doll, the pull string one, and he does work. So some inflatables. There's just all kinds of
Sheets.
stuff. All right, so that's the big haul. That, believe it or not, that was our entire trunk and our entire back seat, and we were jam-packed. Like, we were full.
What did I do yesterday when I went to town?
Oh, she went and did a little retail arbitrage at Lewis.
Yeah, I didn't mean to. I just happened to go down their clearance aisle with all their like outdoor stuff, and they had a whole bunch of Weber Grill stuff. But then I looked down and they had some
New Wave.
New Wave pans, and they had them for $20, brand new in the box. And I looked up online, and they go for like anywhere from $50 to $75.
Fingers crossed. We'll see if they sell. They're new in the box. We should be. They're easy listings, so
Easy listing, easy packing.
if nothing else, I know we could part them out for more than that. If we had to open them.
Could.
So, all right, let's look at a few more things that sold.
We sold some Vera Bradley. This is a Vera Bradley iconic triple zip hipster crossbody bag in the Daisy Dot Paisley pattern.
Yep, looks like a little messenger bag.
It is brand new with the tag, and it sold for $39 even.
It's still got the $70 price tag on it.
The last item we sold, I'm kicking myself because I think I priced it too low because I listed it and it literally sold in less than an hour.
Yeah, you probably could have got more out of it, but I'm glad to see them go. We said in an earlier video we were taking all the littlest pet shops that were like under $8-10, something like that, and we were going to lot them up. So that's what we did, and we sold a big old bag of them.
I did. Half of these came from my lot of Littlest Pet Shop that I bought in a tote for $25.
Yep.
The other half came from a bag that I had bought at a garage sale earlier this summer, but it sold for $94.99 plus shipping.
Yep. So
And there are 68 pets and a bag of accessories.
So that was good. Somebody got a good deal on them.
They did.
And they're out of here.
Okay, so we're gonna do a random drawing. I have the list
How
of.
do we random? How are we going to do this?
I'm gonna tell you one. Pick a number 1 through 10.
Oh, you have the list.
I have the list,
Oh, I get to be the randomizer.
and then I'll tell you who won the $25 gift card.
All right. So
Number between 1 and not 1 and 10. Hold on. Number between 1 and 8.
between 1 and 8. Oh, that's right, because they were
Do we
a lot
include
of couples
Steve and Donna
and
with
stuff.
ours if they're releasing their own?
I don't think so. I'm not including us.
Okay, so 1
Sorry,
and 8.
Steve and Donna. Number
Sorry.
between 1 and 8. I'm going to go with 7.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That is Midwest Mama Resells.
Midwest Mama Resells.
Joy and Ryan out of Omaha.
All right, we'll get in contact with you guys. I believe your email
Your
or
email's
phone
on there
number or
and phone
something's
number.
on there. So we'll get in touch with you guys and get an address from you, and we will send you the $25 gift card from eBay.
Congratulations
Feel free to use it on our
Grams and
store.
Pop's store. No, we're just kidding. Use it anywhere
you want. Buy inventory or whatever you want.
Yep, buy something for your kids.
All right, so I think that's it for today. We do have a
Yes.
lot of cleanup and a lot of packing to do. So we will see you guys next time.
Hasta la vista, baby.